Hey guys, Deathloader Magic here. We've got some interesting news coming out of the Magic world, and this one's kind of controversial. Some people think it's cool, some people don't. If you went to the pre-release for Murders at Karlov Manor, you might have noticed that the D20 is missing number 18 and number 2, which are across from each other, and people are like, ooh, puzzle, woo. Yay, alternate reality game. But really it was just, oh, the die is kind of red-ish, and it works as like a nothing but red filter or whatever, so you can look through it, and then some kind of puzzle thing. I wasn't there, so, I mean, I would have spent most of my time solving it. I would have been like, hold up. I almost got this, hold up. Here's the funny thing, I have next to no information about this because nobody online was talking about it. Some people were talking about, oh, wow, misprint die, oh my god, I'm rich. Oh, look at this, unique little thing, this little variation, whoa. I could sell this, or if they're not familiar, oh my god, WOTC's quality control again. I mean, I mentioned it before, but I've seen 4 people, me included, open a pre-release kit and not even get a damn D20 in it. So if the 2 is missing, that's just kind of par for the course. That's just starting your event off wrong until somebody's like, oh, wait a minute. They all look like that. It must be a clue. And then it doesn't function as a life tracker. So, like, a lot of people ripping them apart where they're like, it looks like a defect, makes you look like idiots. Some people thought it was a total jackpot. But at the end of the day, you just couldn't even use it as a life spin down. So, very, very mixed reactions to this. But, like, yeah, what was the solution to the puzzle? No idea. Literally nobody that I could see posted it online, and I didn't give enough of a crap to go research it and try and track it down. Here's the funny thing. People were losing their minds for like 2 months straight when Shadows over Innistrad and Eldritch Moon came out with like the little hints and the mutations and then like the color, and then in the background you can like kind of see this thing about the moon, that all the clues had like a thing written on the border and you had to like line them up and solve it, and then that phrase referenced something else that referenced something else, and there people are like following it around, and I don't think they even put in like that much effort. They just thought, oh, this would be kind of like a neat little thing to do with the mystery, you know? According to my opinion, and then the staff at WOTC later reinforced this, or verified it, I guess you would say, that was the most beloved, best launch from like an impression / lore / like world building, you know, I care about the story, I'm going to talk about it, I'm going to read it, you know, that standpoint. It was the last story that I covered on this channel that I actually gave a crap about. It was very well written, and the big reveal was huge, and then everybody was amped as hell for Eldritch Moon, and like you were almost like buying the cards and like going to the events just because of the story. I mean, when it's that good, when you get writers that talented, oh, you gotta keep them. You gotta have them do more work. And from what I heard, they did not. Or it was a one-off coincidence, or like the appearance of one-time talent, kind of like the entire series of Lost, where really the writers were just complete hacks, but for like 3 years you thought they were pretty good. Walking Dead, Star Wars, don't even get me started. So, I mean, the other stuff I'm seeing is like the card Case of the Gorgon's Kiss had 2 different colors on it, or like some kind of ink spot, or like it looked like a printing error in the foil, and then apparently I kind of crowdsourced this and nobody knows what the hell's going on. Shout out to Cinder Shadow for saying he's also seen alternate versions of the cards where white is red in the background, so I guess you need the red filter to like look at it through the die, and that was the thing. And so why was this received so much more poorly than Shadows over Innistrad when it looks like they tried really hard? Because nobody cares about the story anymore after so many complete trash books. The whole Bolus thing, you know, that 10-year arc, I'm not even kidding. That concluded in one giant wet fart of a book or 2 or whatever the hell it was. Everybody hated it. Just terrible. Then for one of the sets after that, they literally forgot, according to themselves, everybody knows it's BS. They just, it wasn't woke enough and they deleted it the last second, but they, according to them, they forgot to write the lore. Oops. They forgot to write the entire story for the entirety of a brand new plane. Then you had the one where like the guy and the cat died on the card, but then he didn't die in the story, so that there is no canon, and nobody gives a shit about the story anymore. So you got that going for you. All the Planeswalkers lost their power. We got this Kellen douchebag, which nobody gives a shit about. It's just fallen so far off a cliff, and then they've lost all their core people, and like the fun players, they've all left. Okay, the hyper-competitive net deck, I just want to win and I don't care, rotation needs to be longer, that crowd. They don't give a shit about the lore. They put $1,000 on their credit card and go beat up kids at F&M to win 3 packs and then feel good about themselves. Like, it's that type. They don't care about the game, the characters, the story, none of this shit. After this level of complexity and power ramp, this is who they have left as a customer. So that's like reason number 2. Reason number 3 is people are so damn sick of Ravnica. And half the art in the set is clearly recycled from Capenna and just photoshopped poorly, but that's still just a theory. A conspiracy theory. Hire me for game theory. I literally could not do worse than that douchebag Matt. So yeah, this just landed in like nobody cares territory. Nobody's talking about it. All the like even minor little threads online on every social media about Magic is just, hey, look at this altar. Look at this thing. Nobody's talking about this. That is, oh boy, if that don't warn you that the game's in a bad place. So the only other news story I have today is Secret Lair Deceptive Divinations drop print error. Oops. The card Circular Logic was accidentally printed as a sorcery or an instant, because when they're going to sell you 5 cards for $30, they're still not going to have the money, time, effort, or motivation, work ethic to actually proofread the damn cards before they go out. Here, have some misspelled crap. Give me your money. Welcome to WOTC. Also, we just fired 30% of our staff. Good luck. Well, it's the beginning of the end, but I'm going to keep covering Magic as it goes down in flames. Maybe somebody will buy/control it in the near future that'll actually give a shit. I'm actually pretty hopeful about that. So, hey, if you want to keep hearing the truth, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.